Hi, you're listening to Fantasia World Tour. This episode is the second half of our Session 1 recorded here at WKNC 88.1 Raleigh with me, the DM, Starry Eyes, along with Slim Chino, who plays Smoop Jam, DJ Orbital Death Laser, who plays Fizz, Starburst, who plays Stream, and Sleeping Jogger, who plays Zannin. If you haven't done so already, check out the first half of this session under the episode titled Welcome to Kanabando. And without further ado, this is Fantasia World Tour. Previously on Fantasia World Tour.
There's a plasmoid over there. They got plasmoids here.
Look on where? What?
Over there with that big box.
You know, that was a pretty bombastic side eye, if I do say so myself. So I do wonder what that little elf had to say. That might have
Me a little elf.
That might have set them off.
I'm not little. I'm 5'6".
Yeah, you're actually like twice my height almost.
Yeah, literally.
Got the vibe of like if I were to bring anything up, they'd be like, "Oh, I got plasmoid friends." It's like, okay, man.
Yes, step right up to sign up for the auditions for the Dodger World Music Competition here at the Amber Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, you have thoughts? You have thoughts about the manager? I need to know.
I'm not allowed to discuss these matters, unfortunately.
Can I slide you one silver piece and be like, how about now?
It's gonna need to be a lot more than that, kid.
No. Well, consider it a tip then for the drink.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. You're the first to be so kind to me today.
Zannin, you lean over, and you're leaning over a little too close, and you were right. So like, and there's a tuft of like his hair kind of ignites, but he doesn't notice it.
For those of you
He's just like watching like Dan like reach over to this guy and like try to stop it.
for all the audio listeners out there, Zannin is like carefully like, reaching over the hedge, just like. Right, so are the other acts on stage right now just like warm-up acts? Is that sort of the vibe? Like if the judge isn't here?
Yeah, I think so. I think that would make sense. There's the main stage, and there's actually, you see, there's a Tabaxi solo act guitarist right now on the main stage. Mm-hmm. Anyways, some other people over here that like the judge is running late. You could just like kind of overhear them grumbling like, shoot, what's up with the judge? Anyway,
Where are we in terms of like placement on the list? Do we know?
Like how many names were before I was on the sign-up sheet?
Yeah.
roll me a D100.
No.
Roll me a D100.
A D100?
I'll roll it.
Yeah, it's like,
Do you have one?
like
Or-
this, like.
I've got two of them.
Yeah,
I rolled a 20. Yes,
20?
20.
Oh, okay. So you're 20th in line.
Okay, that's not
It's
bad.
not terrible, actually.
and I'm right behind, so I'm like 21st.
Actually, I think you were right in front of me.
No, I think I'm right in
Yeah.
front of you, so I'm like 19th.
Exactly.
That makes me better than you.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll let the judge decide that.
Yeah. So yeah, you finish signing up, and then you see suddenly there's just like sort of like random sort of bouncer. He's just, I'll say it's a Goliath bouncer. This big guy with a wide chest and sort of like stone colored skin. He has sort of a like, I guess he isn't wearing an earpiece because those don't exist, but
Ascending stone. He has ascending stone.
Oh yeah, he has like ascending stone, and he sort of hurries over to Yorkus, and Yorkus says, Excuse me. Sorry, I need to take this. And so Yorkus gets pulled aside for a private conversation, but of course, if you want to eavesdrop, you can try.
So my last eavesdropping attempt did not go well.
Well, that wasn't eavesdropping. You were trying to see a guy's watch when you could just ask them the time.
Hindsight is always and the great people must make mistakes in order to learn.
You know, they say hindsight is 20/25.
Do they say that?
No. But they kept saying that in 2020 and it upset me.
Well, if neither eavesdrop, of course, no pressure. He will shortly start heading over to the stage where Fizz was performing earlier.
I kind of want to look in the direction the bouncer came from to see if I see anything weird happening.
Yeah. Give me. I'll let you choose perception or investigation.
I would love to do investigation.
Okay, yeah.
I'm in intelligence class. Okay, that's great. I've rolled a natural 20, so a total of 25.
Oh my gosh, you rolled a natural 20. Okay. You notice that the bouncer came from these sort of side double doors that you're not really sure where they lead to, but you notice that your investigation, as you peer over towards those doors, one of them is sort of cracked halfway open, and you see that there's this elven man, and his face is all beat up, and his hair is a mess, and his clothing is torn, and he looks like he got sent through a sandstorm, and he's being sort of tended to by a medic. Anyways, it looks like maybe something bad happened, and yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I'll sort of head over there.
Okay.
Do I think this could be the judge?
So, you rolled a crit on investigation, so
You don't have to tell me.
no. I think on the crit, you'll notice that it wasn't maybe it should have been more prominently featured actually, but I didn't think about it. But anyway, with your crit investigation, you did see that on one of the signs it said the judge's name. It's Alir Lusalor, which this man is an elf.
It does seem like an elvish name.
Yes, Alir. And if you want to do a history check to see what you know about him, you can. It's up to you.
I would love to. I'm also not bad at history.
Okay.
So it was a 9. I don't think I recognize this.
Is that with your modifier?
That is with my modifier.
Okay, I mean, he's really famous, so even with a 9,
Okay.
you know that he's an old and classic music producer. More than 400 years ago, his first claim to fame was an opera titled The Sun Squirrel. Anyways, he's produced many airs and arias and concertos, but more recently, he's joined the World label for he's a big studio producer now, writing for different bands. Anyways, so that's the basic gist about him. So yeah, this could be him. You don't really know what he looks like.
Yeah, I'll sort of, because listen, Stream went to Harvard or Bardford, sorry. So I'm I try to elbow Stream, but I think I'm short enough that it just kind of hits your knee.
I think you hit the center of my chest, my stomach.
I mean, I'm 3 feet tall.
Well, okay, but 3 feet tall people are up to here,
Yeah.
and Stream's up here.
Okay, sure.
So you're oh no, you are hitting
Yeah.
my thigh.
Yeah, hey, I think I found the judge. You know what Lear Musselor looks like? He went to Bardford.
Yeah, but I wasn't paying enough attention to see the guy that just walked by.
Oh no, over there. And I point towards the double doors where that beat up elf is.
I don't think I've seen many pictures of the guy, but I know about him. I think.
Yeah, roll me a history check. If you went to Bardford, roll with advantage.
I got 3.
Roll again for advantage.
I got a 10.
Okay, so you didn't really study that much when you were there. You know the same amount of knowledge that that Zannin does. So you know that he's like an old classic, like concerto producer, but now he's like record producing for like bands and stuff.
I look at Zen and I go, well, I wasn't like, studying his photo, but like, I mean, I don't know. He was an elf. He did cool stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm gonna go over there, and I really can't move anywhere stealthily because I refuse to leave this big briefcase behind. So I'm sure these two also see me dragging this, not in the least bit surreptitiously. Just gonna towards these double doors.
All right, you start heading towards the double doors, and because you aren't being stealthy, there are a couple bouncers that will kind of roll over and be like, "Hey, they close the door and they're like, sorry, this you're not allowed over there at this time."
Oh, of course. I mean, I was just thinking. I'm a very skilled person. I have skills in many different things, including healing, and I couldn't help but see. Us people who are able to heal, we have sort of a sixth sense. Injured people. I'm completely lying. And I was hoping that I could use my expertise to help heal this person.
Give me a deception.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love lying.
I actually have a healing spell.
Oh, I do have a healing spell, but this is not why I'm going over there, and I don't have a sixth sense for injured people.
You're just being nosy.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. The bouncers kind of look at each other, and then one of them shrugs, and then the other one shrugs, and then they look down at you. They're taller than you because
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
If they're like Goliaths, they are way taller.
And so like the one guy's like, well, yeah, okay.
Okay, awesome. And I go, thank you, gentlemen. And I'm gonna sort of scoot my way into the back.
All right. Yeah, they open the door. And Stream, do you try and follow or?
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't
then it's
care.
no problem.
Minding your business.
I'm minding my own business. Yeah, I don't care.
First time you've done that?
Yeah. Well, you head to the.
I'm nonchalant, not nosy.
This is my chance to schmooze with the judge.
Yeah.
To schmooze?
To schmooze.
You're schmoozing?
You're gonna schmooze a guy who's just beaten to like an inch of his life.
I mean, listen, I came here to win this competition.
By any means necessary.
Exactly.
You head through the doors, and you see there's this elf guy. He's wearing like very, very nice like white robes with sort of like golden cords and jewelry, but and he's a sun elf, so he has this sort of a I guess like reddish golden brown skin, and it's very, very shiny. I mean, he's an elf, he's beautiful. He has like short cut hair though, which it's sort of like with these like golden highlights in it.
Ooh.
But it's all messy right now because he looks like he got beat up.
He got beat up.
And there is someone else back here as well. This really, really tall tiefling man who sort of like looks like he's overseeing the situation here. Very tall, hidden under several layers of like extravagant fabric, scarlet robes precisely tailored to completely conceal his body from the neck down, but never touch the floor. Anyways, his head kind of sticks out like a cherry on top of his outfit. But enough about him. You kind of step back here, and this really tall tiefling kind of looks to you, and the beat up elf looks to you, and the tiefling says, "Oh, who are you?"
Well, I'm somewhat of a medic. I couldn't help but catch a glimpse of an injured person, and I knew I had to help.
Give me deception.
Awesome.
I'm somewhat of a medic myself.
Oh no.
Oh my god, did these dice
Oh,
or
something bad happened.
something
Oh, no.
happened? Is that a natural
Yes,
one?
that's a natural one.
I'm somewhat of a medic myself.
Yeah, I think I set it up a little bit with that line.
The tiefling kind of looks down at you, and then I think it's a natural one. So I think that does your instrument just kind of like unfold maybe?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Just like the worst thing
so-
possible. Like I don't know.
Yeah, so this briefcase, one of the latches, 'cause I've been dragging it around, one of the latches fails and it spills open, and half of my instrument comes out, and it's this mess of cogs and gears and brass piping and wiring, and strings and leather. And it is not any healing tools. It is not any healing potions.
So you may as well ask your question now.
And actually, there's a little tail that pops out. A little tail made of brass that wags.
It's excited to come out. Well, that's cute, but this red tiefling man sort of straightens up, I don't know, like an animal kind of rearing back almost. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But he kind of straightens up and he puts his hands on his hips. And you don't see his hands because he has these really baggy cuffs, but he's like, I see. I think it's best you return to the lobby.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit cowed by this very silent, serious person. I think that's a great idea, and I'm going to pack up my briefcase and retreat.
Is it like a whole process of
Yeah,
having to put it away?
it takes solidly 5 full minutes. And by this time, I really can heal. No, you're right. I should go.
The elf kind of look over to you, but he kind of is he just thinks that you're this bumbling musician, and so I don't think the natural one they don't believe you.
I've not made any
Yeah.
good. I've made a horrible first impression.
Exactly. Yeah. So he doesn't really say anything, and you leave, and because bad first impression. But you exit back into the main casino, where Yorkus is taken to that sort of stage by the bar, and he heads over to the microphone. There's people playing roulette and blackjack, and there's slot machines too and whatever. And he takes to the stage, and he stares off to the audience with nervous eyes, and then he adjusts his collar and swallows to clear his throat, and then he checks his pocket watch once, and then he checks it again. Good afternoon, everyone. I regret to inform you that something terrible has happened. Our esteemed judge, Alir Lusalor. Yeah, he looks nervously as watched again. Judge, the carriage has been raided by the Gila gang. And the audience gasps, and folks turn to one another, and they murmur, how could this happen?
How could this happen?
I can't believe it.
And
I can.
Yorkus says, yes, unfortunately, Lusalor has been kidnapped by the Gila bandits. And, well, auditions are canceled. And he hurries off the stage.
No. What?
The auditions.
So Stream looks at Zannin and goes, so that wasn't the guy?
So yeah, I don't think that was the guy. But
So you
this
faked
is-
being
no,
a medic to go meet some
listen,
random guy?
This is great news. It means that I can have an actual good first impression with the real judge.
I hope you have a good first impression next time.
All right, so we're gonna have to find some locals because I don't know anything about this Gila gang. But I figure if we go, are you in on this?
What's your plan here?
If we go rescue Alir Musalor, the judge for this competition, from the Gila gang. I mean, come on, we basically get a free buy into the next round, right?
Have you seen me? Stream just like pulls up his his shirt, the sleeves of his shirt, and he's like, I'm not like strong at all. Like,
Okay, well-
I'm a bard.
Yeah, you said you were at Bardward. Bardward bards can do incredible things.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I can do this, and he like pulls a harmonica out of his pocket. No, I don't have a harmonica. I don't have a harmonica. I should have a harmonica. Low-key, why don't I have a harmonica?
Okay. As you two are discussing, I want to. It's been a second. I want to jump and see Fizz's and Jam's like reaction to this news.
I think Fizz, like, he listens to this and he's just kind of like, yeah, of course something like that would happen on the day of the big tournament or whatever. What is it called?
The Dodger World Music Competition.
On the day of the big music competition beginning. Yeah, of course it would. And the Gila gang too. Yeah, they love to pull stunts like that. Should have known. It is a shame though, because there's all these young people here and they look so happy with stars in their eyes, ready to, not a reference, they're ready to go and make a name for themselves, I do feel a little bad. I feel a little bad.
Are you like potentially like just kind of like monologuing to Jam?
Yeah, he's just
I'm
like
just nodding my head.
he's just like talking. He's just like talking and he's like, and I'm sure some stupid kid is just gonna think, I should go save the judge and then I'll be the one who can prove that I'm a worthy competitor and I'll just become the greatest competitor and I'll get to be on the world stage. And I'm sure some kid is just out there thinking that right now. And
then Zannin walks up to you.
Hey, so are you from around here? Do you know anything about the Gila gang?
Wait, did you really walk up?
If you don't want me to, I can leave. But you gave me a great segue.
You can walk in. Maybe bring the mic closer.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk into
Okay.
it at the same time.
So you're the kid that I was just talking about, huh?
I mean, I'm 30.
Oh.
You think all gnomes look young?
Wow.
Well, once you get to be around half your expected lifetime, everybody just starts looking.
Oh yeah,
young.
no, I've got like 370 years left.
Yeah, you're just a spring chicken. What do you even know?
I mean, that all this aside, Gila gang, or you, my plasmoid friend.
Huh? I was kind of zoned out because I was just like tuning you out while you were monologuing.
All right.
What's going on?
Gila gang. Any info from?
You definitely don't want to mess with those guys.
Stream's just like here, like listening in on everyone, and like Stream's just like, I'm just gonna follow the Zannin
I mean,
guy.
it's not just me. I have backup, and I point.
Stream
point at
goes,
my
I'm
phone.
not the backup. Why am I the backup?
Listen,
Weren't
Stay
you
my
the one
back.
that was being low key like a little strange earlier? Because I'm a plasmoid. I
Oh.
overheard.
Dude, I've never seen a plasmoid before. My bad.
You got a problem with plasmoid?
No, I got no problem. I think it's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
All right. Sweet. You want a drink? I got an extra ticket.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Awesome. Can
This
you
is
make a
great.
drink? So
We're
you
all
stop
getting
talking.
along. We can all take on the Gila gang together.
Okay, what are you
What?
saying
I don't know
here?
about all this.
I don't know about all that.
That's a lot.
Listen, what do you do here?
I work here, and
How would you like to not work here?
he looks at you, and then he looks away at like his boss, who is kind of giving him a mean look, and then he looks back and he's like, no comment. But if you're gonna go mess with those ruffians out there, you might want me by your side. Let's just say I've had a run-in or two with them.
Perfect. Okay, great.
You know, everything happens for a reason.
I'm so glad you offered to join for free and of your own volition.
You could say that.
Well, what drinks are you making for stream? And are you having another drink, Jan? or you have another
I'll
ticket?
finish
I don't
off.
know.
I'll finish off the tickets.
I look at stream and I'm like, I'm gonna need to see some ID from you.
Dude, I'm 26.
Yeah, but what is that in?
Sorry, I'm 24.
Oh, what's the drinking age of Fantasia? Is that allowed?
I don't think they ask for IDs in this world, do they?
It's very much like if you look of age, like
What's of age?
Well, I feel like elves are like so beautiful and like,
I've got a
youthful
beard.
and sprightly.
Well, like, it's not
Elves
like a
can
full
go
beard.
beards.
It's not like a full beard, but like I've got like little patchy hair.
You're trying really hard.
Like I've got like the growing ends of a beard, but it's not like a beard yet.
Okay, well, I'll trust you this time. Don't make
Thanks.
me regret it. And
Oh,
then
you won't.
I turn around and I make a couple of cocktails, and they're just some variety of fruity beverages.
You got any that are the color blue?
Yeah, I can make it blue.
Thank you.
And then I turn around and I grab a little vial, and then I pour it in, and it turns blue like instantly.
Whoa.
It gives a big smile.
What, is blue your favorite color or something? I'm a little
I
excited.
happen to like blue.
Okay.
You know, it's a good color.
Yeah, that's good to know. And
I'm not
you know,
a big fan of teal.
Hankus remember everything.
They do?
Yeah, so I'll remember that. Your favorite color is blue. And what's your name?
Hi, I'm Stream.
Stream.
Yep.
Okay, well that explains why your favorite color is blue, doesn't it?
Oh no, it's not related to that at all.
Okay.
And the color
Okay.
white's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, can't argue with that. And then I tug at the color of my shirt, which is in fact a white shirt.
Yeah,
Can't
pretty good
can't argue
color.
with that.
Very spiffy.
So I guess after we finish our drinks, I guess after you finish your drinks, we should look around, see if we can find those.
Who's this we?
Those ruffians?
What's this we
Who's
we
we?
got going
Well,
on?
I just kind of assumed that since you all three were here, that we were all gonna just go out and
Oh, can I?
fashion some sort of adventurer's party, you know?
Stream looks at the plasmoid and looks at the Kenku and he's like, "What are your names?"
Oh yes. Good question. Yes.
Oh, just call me Jam.
Jam?
Scoop Jam. Yeah.
Swoop Jam.
Okay, you don't have to say it like that. You don't have to say it like that.
No, I'm not. Nothing wrong with it.
I know Schmoop's a little hard for you to pronounce. Just go with
Whoa.
Jam. Just go with Jam.
Don't question what I can or can't pronounce.
Yeah. This guy graduated from Bard.
I graduated from Bardford.
Oh, Bardford, huh?
You know the university
Harvard.
that banned
Yeah.
plasmoids? I saw that in the news.
Whoa!
Is that
They did
canon
not
now?
ban plasmoids.
Sure.
They did not ban plasmoids.
Okay.
It just so happens that no plasmoids go there. That's not a ban.
This is telling me a lot.
No, it's not.
Regardless, I'll tag along because my... Wait, hold on. Is I know this is in a desert, but you said there was also like a port. Is this like on the water at all, or is this just in a desert?
No, there's not a port. There's like the
Okay.
train station, but
Okay, a train station. That's fine. Because
Sorry.
I'm looking for intel. I think that... What was the gang name again?
Gila.
The Gila
Gila
gang.
gang.
monster.
It sounds kind of familiar. I feel like it could be a lead. Someone stole my boat, and I want my boat back.
You're
My
looking for a
boat.
boat
You
in
have
the
a boat?
desert?
How'd you get a boat out here?
No, it's not out here. It was years ago. It was stolen. I've been looking for. So I know there's some connections there. So I wanna,
Why do you have a boat?
work.
I mean, sometimes these
Okay.
gangs talk. I guess you might be able
Exactly.
to rough one up and see if you can
Intel.
find some leads.
And I want money. If they have money, and if we say I want money.
Well, I'm also looking for money, so
Okay.
Yeah, my name's
Well-
Rand. We
I'll
have so much in common. I'm so glad we're friends now.
I'll be right back. And then I hop off the little stool that I'm on, and I kind of downtroddenly walk up to my manager, and I have to ask him for permission to leave the premises.
Oh.
You know, I was really hoping to get to do my audition.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were.
Well, okay, but I was really hoping for it.
I mean, and we'll still do them. We just have to go get the judge.
Well, yeah. I had a really great song lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna elaborate on that?
No, I feel like I'd be spoiling it.
Okay.
Well, you do go right before me, so I'll be watching from backstage, I guess.
Or front stage.
Probably backstage.
Why not front stage?
I guess I could.
Exactly. You should be watching my performance. It's gonna be really good.
As they're going back and forth about the front and the back. Fizz, you walk over to your manager. We'll say it's the tiefling that Jam helped like load stuff in with earlier. Sort of gray skin, slicked back, black hair.
What's his name? Does he have one?
His name is Noldrin.
Noldrin. Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? You can't just say why not.
Sorry, his name is Noldrin. You've known this for a very long time. Anyway, he's like a lower level manager. You do have another manager who's like the really fancy guy that actually Zannin ran into earlier. And his name is Rubato. Yes. But Nildrin, yeah, you can ask him for permission too.
Okay. I walk up to him and I look up at him and I'm like, listen, Noel, you're gonna think this sounds crazy, but I need to go out for a little bit and help these kids rough up the Gila gang. I think they want to get this show on the road already, and come on, it'll be good for business if we get the judge, right? It'll be really good for business, and come on, if I help them, we'll look like heroes. So it's a good idea. Come on, let me do this.
I'm convinced.
Give me a persuasion check. Yes.
I haven't done this in a million years. I got a D20. Oh,
You got a natural 20?
yeah. Check
Oh my
check that out.
gosh.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm convinced.
You're so persuasive.
Yeah. Noldrin like kind of like scratches his chin, and this was like, oh, there's actually like a small little goatee there. But anyway. That's honestly, it's a great idea, Fizz. I didn't know you had them.
He like scratches his head like,
This is a wonderful idea. Yes. This is your new job. You will find the judge, and this will this is part of your service to the casino. Yes, this is a great idea.
he looks and he's like, his voice kind of breaks because he wasn't expecting to get this far. He's like, I won't let you down, okay? I won't let you down. And he just like, he turns around with like a pep in his step and he hops back up on the stool. He's like, guys, let's get these goons.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, fine.
Alright, let's
Yeah,
look at
sure.
these goons.
Yeah. So, you guys have any experience with fighting or weapons or anything?
So I play guitar.
Do I have experience with weapons? Yes.
Zannin, how often do you lie?
I mean, I don't really keep count. No, really, I do have experience with weapons.
You should just start keeping count.
Like, for what reason?
I don't know, it just seems helpful.
For you or for me?
We could make a song about it.
Wait, you're onto something here.
I'm usually onto something here.
Well, okay, let's just say if you're around these parts a lot, you're definitely going to want to be a little scrappy. So, if anybody's falling behind, I can help you, I guess. But I don't really want to, so don't make me.
I've been around. Don't worry.
Okay. All right, I trust you.
I will say no more.
And
Serious?
I give a knowing glance.
Yeah, you get the idea.
I mean, I could put someone to sleep.
I tap the top of my briefcase like a used car salesman. this baby isn't just for music. I'll tell you that much.
Cargo space?
Cargo space. Or no, go space.
Cargo road.
Yeah.
Well, Yorkus heads over to Noldrin, and they have a private conversation. Of course, if anyone wants to eavesdrop, you can.
Learned my
I would like to
lesson.
try.
How far away is this happening from us?
Yorkus kind of like heads over to the bar and kind of like waves Noldrin over, and so say like pretty close to the bar, not like
Okay,
too far
well,
away.
I'm still on the clock for like this current moment in time, and I know both of these people, so I'm just gonna try to like inconspicuously like wipe down a glass
Yeah.
while facing the other direction. Hopefully they don't notice me because I'm short.
Can I also try? Because that's
yeah.
just something I do.
Yeah.
You just like slide over to them, and be like,
Yeah.
hey, what's going on?
I will.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. Oh.
I was gonna say I was planning to at some point gamble in some fashion, so I was like maybe
yeah.
I can use walking over to like a roulette table as an excuse to just walk by.
Oh, mm-hmm.
I like that idea a lot. You head over to a roulette. What do you bet on black, red, or green?
Oh, I wasn't actually. I was just gonna do it like on the way over, but I can gamble.
Oh, you don't have to.
No, I want to.
But I mean, as you're heading over to kind of like eavesdrop, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, if you want, I just thought.
I'll put it on. I'll put. How much should I put on red? How much? What's the buy-in for the table or black or whatever it may be?
What's the buy-in? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, isn't roulette just like it's like there's like one green and then like half black, half red.
Yeah.
I don't really know how casinos work. I don't know. You put down however much.
A million gold
What's
pieces.
The minimum.
Are there
Say
any
a silver piece is the minimum.
Are there any gambling games specific to this universe that I can gamble on?
Oh, specific to this universe? Oh,
Yeah, you can make a gamble.
They have,
Gambling game.
sorry, wasn't roulette good? Wasn't that good?
do they have call sheet?
I'll do roulette.
I mean-
can I put a bet on the odds of us saving the judge?
I mean, I don't know.
But there's just like a big screen
I mean,
that's
maybe-
like, will the judge be found? 98% no.
Maybe there's, I don't know, like a chicken race or something. I have no
can I
idea.
put
Oh,
can I
Chicken
put
race.
we're
can I
betting.
put 2 silver on red?
Yes, go for it. Okay. Roll me
What should I roll?
a D100.
D100.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You get tins place once this.
Okay, so 15.
On red?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it lands on a black one.
Oh.
Sorry. Even
But 15 is a red number
is it?
in my head.
Oh.
It's red.
In my head I was doing red was even and black was
Well, no, I just mean like the number 15 is like the color red. It's not like on a roulette wheel. It's just a
I
red.
actually agree with you. I do
You know
feel
what I
like
mean?
15 is like a red number.
Okay,
in
I
my,
mean,
in my
if
heart.
it's
No.
Not
This
to
is
influence
not.
your decision as
This
the
is
DM.
not. I'll lose my 2 silver
But-
fair and
Okay,
square if I
okay.
can try to eavesdrop.
Sure. I'll say you get advantage on the eavesdropping because
Okay.
of this. And Fizz,
Mhm.
you also get advantage because you work here, so you blend in. Anyways, you can either do deception or you can do perception. So it's like, are you trying to like blend in more, or are you trying to just like listen closely? I guess.
I will go for, actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. I have a +1 to either. So I'll just roll and we'll see what happens.
Totally. You have advantage, so.
I actually got a 2, so it will be a 3, and I do a bad job of listening.
Use that advantage.
Well, advantage.
Yeah.
You roll again.
Oh yeah,
You
I can
roll
roll
again.
again. Let's go. Okay. What's that? Okay, I got an 11.
Okay.
A little better.
That's good enough. And Jam.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. I have like the dot under prof for deception or proficiency, and then I also have +3.
That's good.
And what should I roll? 20?
Yeah, 20.
5.
Okay, yeah, roll that again.
9. For advantage.
Fear my dice are cursed.
15. That's more
That's a
like it.
good one.
19.
Awesome. 11 and 19. That's enough to eavesdrop in. You hear Yorkus talking to Naldrin, the manager. Well, yes, I just heard that the judge was kidnapped over by the part of the railroad that passes through the Red Hills. Yes, This is- you can't see it, but Fizz is like leaning in very intently right now.
Get a big hand over my ear.
And Noldrin says, "Oh, okay. Well, look, we should probably keep this information on the down low. We don't want people to get too hysterical. That said, Noldrin kind of like looks around, and then like he looks at you, Fizz.
I make myself smaller. Like I'm just like cowering and like wiping down like a glass. Like they can't see me if I'm short.
Fizz, get over here.
Oh.
Get over here, Fizz.
Oh, okay. And I kind of like scamper over there, and I'm like standing at attention. Yes.
Don't spread the word too far around because we want our best people working on this. We heard that the Gila gang was last seen heading towards the Red Hills. You know, the Red Hills that are in the desert around here. Yes?
Yeah, I mean, I've been sent on a couple runs over there, time to time. I can get there.
Good. Very good. Very good. Look, if you do it, that'll be a great image for the casino.
Yeah, I care a lot about the image of this casino, and there's nothing that I want more than for you guys to be in a good place and for people to look at you fondly. There's nothing I want more than that.
This is so sweet. This tiefling man is not. He smirks, very like pitying you. Yeah. Jam, you overhear this conversation.
I listen, I learn. I try not to draw attention.
So, do they have like an encampment over there? Like, what are we looking for exactly?
Yorkus kind of, he scratches the back of his blue hair and he kind of like feels it again and notices that there's like maybe a little bit like less hair than there was before, or maybe it's like feels a little crispy. But he kind of he just looks confused, but he doesn't know why it feels that way. And then he says, "We don't really know what's over there, but this is just what the authorities from the train reported seeing. They said that they're wargs and we're heading towards the Red Hills, so could be an encampment. Yes."
Okay. Those bastards and their wargs. And I make a sour face.
Indeed. He checks his pocket watch. Anyway,
This guy needs to stop checking his pocket watch.
he's
It's
nervous.
his
This
sim.
is it's stressful. It's stressful.
It's upsetting me.
You're gonna get mad at a man for stimming?
Yes.
All right, Fizz, you have the info. The Red Hills.
Okay. I go back over to where you guys are standing at the bar, and I'm like, good news, guys. Not only do I have permission to go out here and look for these people, but I have a pretty big lead on where they might be.
Yes, I knew it was a good idea to talk to you.
Well, you got lucky this time. We're good one. We're looking for the Red Hills. We're looking for the Red Hills. Do you know that place? Oh, I guess you wouldn't. You're not from around here.
No.
And I chuckle, and I'm like, it's gonna be a pretty long walk, but we'll get there. Maybe by nightfall.
That's a really long time.
Yeah, I mean, unless we want to do a little, wait until nightfall, do a little sneak attack.
Well, I do blend in with the night.
I don't.
You ever done a montage before? Can we just like skip over there in like a montage? I'm saying this in character.
A what? I don't know what do you mean? What?
We can do a montage.
And then we
montage.
cut to a montage.
So you can see the bantering in the montage.
Yeah, the banter is so good.
Exactly.
The entire montage is just the bantering.
Yeah.
It's just like cuts
The back-
between like them walking.
If the background changes occasionally.
It doesn't really change that much. It's all
No.
desert.
It's so much desert. The sky does change colors because then there's the sunset.
Oh.
And it's pretty. And yeah, as the sun is kind of on the horizon and setting into twilight, you need to see if you could find any tracks. So if anyone wants to do a survival check, and if anyone wants to help.
I have a +3 on survival. So.
I only have +1, so I'm not of much use.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
If people are interested in helping, you could do that if you want.
Yeah.
I would love to aid.
Yeah, you can help. You can help us survive.
Yeah. So you would get advantage on the roll then.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna want to roll again because that was a 5. Let's do it again. Oh, okay, a 19 +3. So
+3.
we're good.
Really good.
We live.
The montage stops as the sun is setting, and with like the long cast shadows, you kind of kneel down with your little bird legs to the dry, cracked earth, and you notice that there's prints in the sand, and yeah, this is no doubt these are like warg prints for sure. And not only that. Yeah, there's signs of life nearby. You notice that you can hear some people. I don't know, maybe not people, but if, like very very far off in the distance, there's this like a grumbling sound of a warg. Yeah. Anyway, there's signs of wargs.
We must be getting pretty close. You can hear their dogs.
So yeah, if you lead the group up towards a hill and you kind of peek over this desert hill, there's like a few shrubs that you can also kind of hide behind. You will see that they have made a little encampment, and it's looks like something temporary as they're kind of like making their way through the desert. But there's a campfire at the center, and there's some goblins and a bugbear and like a few other sort of just humanoid bandits. Nothing like really of note, but the bugbear is definitely like of most like notice. But yeah, it's the Gila gang, and by the campfire you see there's a sun elf with his hands tied behind his back, sat before the fire, and he looks roughed up.
I think I see the judge. I think they've got him tied up, but those Gila gang guys, they've got some pretty tough looking enemies, so I would make sure you guys are ready before we go over there. And I'm whispering.
Yeah.
Stream like has his hand in like his bag. Like he's just like his whole arm like dipped into this bag. And it's like it shouldn't fit in there.
You good there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hand's kind of deep in that bag.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Can I just cast invisibility on myself to be prepared?
Well, how long does your invisibility last?
Less than or equal to an hour.
Oh, well,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause- okay.
Yeah, if you want to go invisible.
Yeah, I just figure you might as well.
Right. Well, I should probably
now.
deploy my thing.
Deploy my thing. Go my thing.
Yeah, go my thing. And I'm gonna go down the hill a little bit, because I assume this will be a little bit loud, and I want to kind of put some distance so we don't draw too much attention. And I'm going to purposefully this time unlatch my oversized huge brass briefcase, and let the dogs out. So what unfolds from this briefcase as this... Oh, shall I lean closer to the mic? Okay, so what unfolds from this briefcase is as the sides fold down and then fold in on themselves in this mess of just brass mechanisms, cogs and strings, keys. It definitely looks like there is some sort of instrument happening, maybe like a mix of like a harpsichord and like a xylophone. Like there's a lot of various instrumentation happening on this thing, and it eventually resolves itself into the form of a very large dachshund, a very large wiener dog, with completely made of brass, The same sparks of blue magic that flow through Zannin's gear also flow through the future instrumentation for the rhythm of graceful resonance, shortened to Fear Gear or Fifi. And Fear Gear says like, Fifi, heal. And this huge dog, it's big enough for him to use it as a mount. Just very happily like trots up next to him, and there's like little tiny like bright chords that echo with the dog's footsteps. And he says, stealth everybody, right? Okay. And gets down and sort of like cranks like a couple gears, and then the dog is quiet.
He looks at it and he's like, Stream looks at it and he's like, what the hell is that?
Well, you see, this is my future instrumentation for the rhythm of graceful resonance. I call her Fifi. This is my instrument.
That thing is an instrument?
I mean, I would be happy to demonstrate.
You see Stream like pull the guitar out of the bag of holding, like the thing that he was just like holding his hand in, and he's like, this is an instrument. That's a dog.
This is an instrument.
That's a metal dog.
Listen, I'm an innovator. I've made something new, something fresh, experimental. And,
Innovators play bass guitar. That's an instrument.
We are like only a few like tens of feet away from the enemies. Could we maybe
Yeah, you're right. You
whisper a little
you
bit?
sound like the rest of my guild. You'll see. You'll see tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes, when we do our auditions.
Huh. If it's tomorrow.
Well, you'll also see something tonight. I've really tricked this baby out.
Your dog.
Yeah, my dog.
You called it Fear Gear?
Fear Gear, or Fifi.
I'm not calling it Fifi.
Well, Fear Gear works, or you can use the full name.
Fear Gear.
F-I-R-G-R.
He's like chuckling a little at it, like he's like shocked.
Fear Gear.
So, down at the bottom of these like red sandy hills, you see the Gila gang is clustered around the campfire. There's a couple wargs, some goblins hanging around, and this bugbear captain. The judge, Alir, is helpless, waiting to be saved. And after more minutes of banter between Zannin and Stream than expected right before a fight, the four of you get ready to head down and do... Are you going to do a sneak attack?
I mean, I'm invisible, so I'm
Yeah.
I'm
getting out.
I'm all kinds of good for a sneak attack.
I'm just gonna crouch at the top of the hill with my dog and ready to rush in after everyone else makes their presence.
I'm a bard. I don't think there's any sneaking for me. I go in and I go,
You can be a distraction.
ooh wee ooh. It looks like Buddy Holly. And you're like,
What, should we just like send you in as live bait?
okay, I've got a couple of
Distraction.
spells. Like I was thinking, like, what if I just like use like dissonant whispers on them? Like
I'll like freak them out a little.
I just like pull out like my random like charm person or minor illusion or like dancing lights. I give them a performance.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, let's go. I guess we'll just go in a line and just like give me what's going on in like your character's head as you're heading down to save the judge, and what might you be preparing and whatnot. You want to start with us, Fizz?
So I am holding on to my walking stick, which I kind of pull into two pieces and then I snap it back into one piece, like kind of like reversing it, and it turns into a mighty cool javelin with all the little steampunk gears and accoutrements on it. And you know, he's walking with some confidence because this is not his first rodeo with the Gila gang. Being in debt to the casino, they have him do many a various battle with an enemy or two here and there, and he is pretty much willing to go out and fight. It's a lot more interesting than being a bartender, that's for sure. And he's just thinking, man, they actually seemed to be pretty confident in me this time. Maybe I'll be allowed to leave. after all. I'm not sure. Maybe if I do good and I prove myself, then they'll consider that a job well done and I can get out of here. So that'd be nice. He has no clue. And he just kind of like brandishes his weapon and he's not too worried about being seen. He's a very like black as night crow walking through the desert at night. They're not gonna spot him. Come on.
All right, Zannin.
All right, Zannin is hiking up the backside of this hill to crouch at the top. A little bit less stealthy maybe than other members of the party are being right now. But with Fifi by his side, and he quietly like points over the ridge of the hill towards Aaliyah, towards the judge, and tells Fifi quietly, ready, defend, but keeps a hand on the top of the dog's back like a hunting dog, and Fifi ready to spring forward when he releases. And then in his other hand, he sort of waves his fingers and a bright blue flame sort of coalesces, and he's ready to strike with that as well. And he mostly has eyes on the judge. This is his opportunity. This is his chance to prove his guild wrong. And he is on the edge of his seat.
Okay, Jam.
Yeah, I'm just trying my best to quietly walk over, but I'm not really like sneaking around. I'm just kind of like making sure that my steps are pretty quiet, because I mean they can't see me. And I'm honestly tempted on the way, like I'm looking out for any like coins or trinkets or things they may have left around to just pick up while I'm invisible before I cast a spell. Just trying to decide what I'm gonna do once I get there. But I'm like, well maybe like while they still don't see me, I could just like take this little bag of coins and take this little, little thing they got on the ground at their little camp.
Oh, snooping around their camp?
Yeah.
Totally. Well, and then stream.
Lucky we're gonna die here.
Okay.
Next time on Fantasia D&D, will they win the encounter with the infamous Gila bandits, or will they die? Find out next time on Fantasia D&D, the only WKNC podcast. It's the only one. There aren't any others.
There's no
Fantasia World Tour.
Fantasia is not the only podcast on WKNC. If podcasts last longer than 8 hours, please see your doctor.
Thank you for tuning in to Fantasia World Tour. See you next time.
Yay!
Good job, everybody.
Good job.
This episode concludes the second half of our Session 1 recorded here at WKNC 88.1 Raleigh. I'm the DM and DJ, Starry Eyes. Thank you so much for tuning in to Fantasia World Tour. Our music for this episode was provided by the following artists: Lost in the Forest, who can be found on Bandcamp at lostintheforest.bandcamp.com, as well as music from artists available on YouTube, listed in order of their appearance in this episode. We had El Mosco by Inaban, A Baroque Letter by Aaron Kenny, Champion by Telecasted, Wunderkind by Freedom Trail Studio, Almost a Year Ago by John DeLay and the 41 Players, Today Remains Sweet by Lish Grooves, Up and Atom by Nathan Moore, East West, along with Minor Lament for Solo Bass by John Petacciucci. We also had You Are My Rainbow, along with Light Expanse by Unicorn Heads, Swing Haven 10 by Austin Reed Mathis, Guerra Encantadora by Casa Rosa, Midnight Prophet by Sarah the Instrumentalist, Harpsichord Fugue by Sir Cubworth, along with sound effects from the YouTube audio library. A big shout out to our lovely DJs who played in this episode: DJ Orbital Deathlaser, Slim Chino, Starburst, and Sleeping Draugr. This concludes Fantasia World Tour's first full session. Thank you for listening.